Hi there. No, it's not even afternoon yet. Good morning. It's Wednesday, which is my Facebook Live video day. Today it's super cold. I did not want to go back outside. So, notification on my computer. So I'm working from home today. My sweet setup. Yes, I have a kid, and you can tell. Anyway, as my description says, what I believe is the number one most important thing to building a fitness habit, to building your workout routine is consistency. So let's talk about drive versus motivation. So I was introduced to an amazing, very inspiring man. His name is David Goggins, and I was introduced to him I talk like these guys are my friends, but by Joe Rogan on his Joe Rogan podcast. Okay, maybe he is my friend in my own heart. He just doesn't know it yet. But anyway, Joe Rogan had this guy named David Goggins on his podcast, and he was super motivating, very, very interesting. But one thing that really stuck with me was the difference between drive and motivation. So motivation, we feel very motivated, especially it being January. We want to get in there. We want to hit the gym. We want to set new healthy habits. And motivation happens when all the stars align. So it's like, your workout clothes are all packed, your water bottle and your mat is in your car, your class is at the time that works for your schedule, you show up, you do the workout, and you leave, and you feel amazing, and you go back, and you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again, until a roadblock happens, until maybe your favorite instructor is sick that day, until maybe you're not feeling 100%. So that's motivation. And then you skip that workout. And the problem when we skip workouts is we get out of that habit, and maybe we realize how easy it is to skip a workout, and then we end up not coming back to our mat. That's a problem. Now drive is something that you do no matter what. You have that drive no matter what. So even when the stars don't align, you still make it to your mat. And that's the difference between motivation and drive. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, a lot of things for me, I'm motivated, but am I driven? And that's what I ask myself lately. With my workouts, I'm driven. They happen all the time. I'm driven. But some other habits that I set aren't necessarily driven. I'm more feeling motivated, or when I am feeling motivated, it happens. So anyway, that was something super interesting. So we're going to talk about the drive, and the drive when the stars don't align. So as it says in my description, what happens when you're hung over, when you're just not feeling it, when you've completely indulged the day before, and the next day you're just feeling like total crap, and you still need to show up on your mat. You still want to show that drive. What can you do? So for me, I think results happen when we're consistent. I think I think habits are set when we're consistent. So that means just showing up on your mat. Because whether you're hungover, whether you're tired, whether for women, whatever stage you are in your cycle, not every workout is going to look the exact same. And I don't mean variety, because one day we do a chest day, one day we do a shoulder. I don't do that in my workouts, but let's say we did. That's not what I mean. I mean, every workout is not going to look the same, because your energy could shift day to day based on how you're feeling, based on how much sleep you got, based on how stressed out you are, based on how happy you are, how sad you are. Every workout is going to look different, including that workout that you do when you're feeling hungover. Because the whole point is just showing up on your mat. That's the whole point. And if that's all you do on those low days, not just when you're hungover, let's call them the low days. If that's all you do on those low days, to me, that's a win. That's a win. Because there's a concept that we do the best we can like where we're at. Every day we're doing our best. We want to put everything we have into our workout. So some days we have more and some days we have less, but we're doing our best when we show up on the mat, right? So we need to be gentle with ourselves, understand what our best is that day, and know that maybe sometimes just showing up is our best. So for this workout, we're going to do a few simple, easy movements. You know, this workout can happen if you're not feeling well as also, or if you're hungover. So number one, when you're hungover, even when you have headaches, because a lot of headaches are caused by dehydration. If you're hungover, we're going to aggressively hydrate. So if you're going to do it with me, boom, grab your water. But people are probably at work. People probably work during the day, right? I mean, I work during the day, but I just get to choose where I work some days. So grab your water. You can pause this if you're watching it later. We're going to aggressively hydrate while we work out. You're going to roll out your mat. You can wear whatever you want. One thing, we're going to do something pretty gentle, because if you are hungover or you are dehydrated, we're not going to want to work up a big, huge sweat, because then we lose more of that water. So we're going to come onto our mat. First, of course, anything, we connect with our breath. Hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. So left hand on the belly, right hand on the heart. We're just going to take a big inhale and exhale. When we inhale, let's push into our left hand. And when we exhale, pull your belly button in towards your spine. And your right hand should stay right where it is. So we're not filling the chest, we're filling the belly. And maybe this is what your workout looks on those hungover days. And we're going to remember to be gentle with ourselves. Yes, we might have indulged the day before. Yes, we might have had too much. Yes, we might have made some mistakes. But that's behind us, and now we're just going to move forward. We all have that ability in us to kind of let loose, or maybe get a little steam blown off. Is it the best way? No. Does it happen? Yeah, it happens. Now we're going to pick up and move on. So let's come onto the mat. And if this is all you can muster, that's totally cool. Spread your hands nice and wide, wrist, elbow, shoulders in line. Now I'm going to use the same breath, and as I inhale, the top of my head reaches up, and as well as my sit bones, so these two pointy bones in my bum are going to reach up, and I get really long in the front of my body. And then as we exhale, we're going to tuck our tailbone under, tuck our chin under, and round our back, getting long in the back body. So as I inhale, I bring it up. And as I exhale, I tuck it under. Inhale and bring it up. And exhale, tuck it under. So I didn't set a timer for this workout, and I encourage you not to set a timer either, because the goal is showing up on the mat. The goal is sticking to our fitness routine. So does that mean we need to set a timer? No, we've already reached our goal. I rolled out my mat, I'm on my mat, I've already reached my goal. Put my workout clothes on. I mean, I live in these clothes, who am I kidding? Now from here, we're gonna do hip circles. So I just send my bum over to the side, and then back and around, over to the other side, and up front. When I breathe, you can relax your head and neck, and let them just flow with the circles. Inhale as we're up front, and exhale as we push it back. Let's pause and switch directions. This one, you might even just do this for 10 minutes. This one's one of my favorites. If you come to my classes, you'll notice we do this often, because I just love it. Good. Hydrate, grab your drink. Now, step it up a little bit. Touch your big toes together, open your knees, push your hips back, bring your forehead down. So we're going to round the spine like we did before. And as we round the spine, we pull ourselves forward, shoulders line up with the wrists. And then we're going to lower down. We push up, and push it back. Inhale, we puff and round, tuck our chin. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up, and exhale, push back. So here's a couple tips when we lower down. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. It creates so much space that you're able to lower yourself down. Hug your body with your elbows. They're hugging, they're hugging, they're hugging. When the elbows start flaring outwards, that's where you know you've come down far enough. And my tailbone, my bum is tucked under. Lower down. Push up, push it back. And do as many of these as you can handle. Because again, we just up on our mat. And that is a win. That is an investment in our fitness routines and in our habits. Just showing up. Am I going to get you doing burpees when you're hungover? Am I going to get you deadlifting your max when you're hungover? No. Am I going to get you to show up and commit to your workout? Yes. Good. And then we hydrate. Let's come over onto our backs. This one is the bridge. So my hands are down, my feet are down, my head's down. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the hips up. Drop them down and lift them up. When we come up, make sure we squeeze our glutes, open the hips. And then from here, extend the legs out, leg lift, up and down. Keep your low back flat. You're feeling a little bit good. Let's give a hip bump. And just like that, a little workout, a little workout. We keep our expectations manageable. We keep our consistency there. We roll out our mat even when we're feeling under the weather, even when we might have indulged the night before. Because if we think about hangovers, when we think about a night of drinking, it's not just the calories or it's not just the toxins consumed with the alcohol. It's also the behavior that goes along with it. So you drink the alcohol, you drink the mix, whatever mix you're choosing, which probably isn't the same thing. I know people that don't drink pop at all, but all of a sudden they're like drinking rum and cokes. It's like, but you're not a pop drinker. It's like, so now they've consumed all that sugar. And then you're feeling like, oh no, I need to soak this up with something. So then you go to like whatever's open late at night, McDonald's or like, I don't even know. So then you consume all that food. And then the next day you're just trying to recover. And what do we do when we try to recover? We go to greasy comfort foods. So now it's not just the alcohol, it's the mix, it's the behaviors that we've chosen to do the night of, and then the next day, all of that we're consuming. Instead, what are we going to do? We're going to hydrate. We're going to make some kind of power smoothie with some fats in it, whether we use coconut oil or avocado. Get a bit of sugars in there with some banana, some like plant-based milks. And then we're going to roll out our mat and do a little workout. You're going to have a shower. You're going to shake it off, continue to aggressively hydrate, and you're going to probably not enjoy the rest of your day. But you're going to enjoy the fact that you're driven. You're going to enjoy the fact that you've been consistent. And you're going to enjoy the fact that you did not let that night of indulgence get you off track of your workout. Be realistic with, and this is not just when you're hungover, but be realistic with what you can put into every workout and not being disappointed with your results, because the point is showing up. Just show up. Cool? Have a great Wednesday. Please stay warm. And if you want to get super warm, come to my hot kettlebell flow class tonight at 5:30. We are going to sweat it out. And I always try to aggressively hydrate. Bye.